Hey guys, what's good? This is Andre and today I want to go over a couple of stock picks with you guys. Again, not a recommendation to buy or sell anything, simply here for educational purposes. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any questions with regards to any of these, and definitely send over any other stock picks that you guys would like for me to cover. I'm gonna start out with a couple of picks that came through the comments yesterday. Guys, if I haven't gotten to all of your picks from yesterday, no worries, keep an eye out for the videos. I'm gonna eventually get to all of them. Let's get started with TDW here, so Tidewater. Now this is a very interesting one, and I actually haven't doodled anything here yet because I thought it was an interesting experiment for me to work through some of these doodles with you guys. So if we get started from a bit further back, we can see that we were kind of pole and flagging here. Then on the breakout, you obviously move the pole, and that's kind of how you get the measurement, right? So we broke out, we retested the flag or the pole or the pennant, whatever this was, from the upside, as you guys can see here, and then we need to measure out by using the length of the pole that we had to the upside, and this worked out beautifully. We are now trading, or we've been trading way above the measurement here. Now what happened as of recent, and this is quite interesting because we don't have an extremely clear formation here, but it does look like a topping formation. So the way I would interpret this would be one of three ways really. We either kind of expect to start creating some sort of a head and shoulders, a complex head and shoulders pattern, and then on the break below the neckline we head downwards. Or if that's not what's happening, it might start creating kind of a rectangle in this area. Maybe we have a bigger rectangle like this and another trend line somewhere around here that's gonna act as a potential resistance. Now honestly guys, unless we manage somehow to break above this whole area, I would not trade this guy to the upside. If we do break below this area, I think it's a really great opportunity for a short, because then you can truly, we've consolidated for long enough in this area and here. Actually, let me take a short position. We've consolidated for long enough in this area that if we do break below it, we should have more than enough kind of supply in this area to justify moving the stock lower. So I would probably look out for kind of a $30 price target here, a retest of these lows, and then have a pretty tight stop loss. Now you can obviously kind of take a bigger look here, and if you have a look at on the weekly, the stock is overextended for now. I'm not saying it needs to go down, I'm just saying that it's, for now, it's doing either a consolidation or a reversal pattern over here. We won't know until something happens, right? But the easiest thing to do is to kind of draw in a Fibonacci and have a look at what we can potentially do with that. So for right now, we are consolidating in this area. I would say that if we break through, again, an easy potential target would be what is this guy, the 0.5 fib over here, so roughly in the $30 range. Now if this is a position that you've got longs on, I would definitely take off some of the risk and then trail the rest of it. Just have a trailing stop somewhere in the $38 range, and if we break below that, take your guys' profit and go see about another stock. I'm gonna move on here to Tesla. Tesla's an interesting one. I've been eyeing it for quite a while, and I actually have a short position on it. As you guys can see, if we zoom out, we were creating this gigantic head and shoulders pattern that hasn't actually measured out completely quite yet. We still have some ways to go for that measurement, but we have broken down. We have retested, as you guys can see, that neckline, and it's been rejected. Ever since, we've been creating this downward sloping trend line over here. And you know guys, on our last rally that kind of made the 100% from $100 to $200, then we started flagging over here, and we're still in this flagging. Let me clean this up a little. The chart is very busy as is, and you know guys, we're still flagging as of right now. I believe this is a flag, so there's not a lot that you can do. You can either wait for a break above the flag, or you can kind of play from the top of the flag to the bottom channel of the flag, and make that profit if you are nifty and speedy enough. There's roughly $30 of potential downside. So if we kind of take this yellow trend line as a stop loss, and let's say we wait for Tesla to retrace higher here, we short it from roughly around that point, and we give it, let's say, $10-15 to the upside, and we've got more than enough to go with for the downside as well. Looking at it with fresh eyes, I think this flag pattern over here is what I would probably be focused on, and try to either play within the flag, which is not recommended really, or wait for the break above or below the flag and play that direction. The next one, guys, is coin. Again, a pretty interesting, pretty tough one to analyze. We have definitely put in a bottom here, and we got a pretty good 100% or over 100% rally. I think it's gonna need more time to consolidate. I don't know that there's anything that we can do here. I think we are going to probably trade sideways here. So what I would say is maybe you draw it like this, maybe you take it as a flag, again a pole with flag, and we kind of trade it like this. Either way, there's not a lot for you guys to do with this quite yet. I would probably just say that we should wait for a move above or below the flag here. If you want, again, you can kind of try to capture a move from the top of the flag, be very quick with the stop loss, and if you manage to catch the ride down, that would be a pretty nice 4-to-1 risk reward ratio. So this could potentially be something that you play. I would probably not invest in Coinbase right now, because a flag pattern is not a reversal pattern. It's good that it kind of went off the lows here, but you never know if it breaks the flag to the downside and continues to run down. So I don't know if the move down here is completed. Cool. So with NIO, honestly, with NIO, yeah, I've had a few of these trend lines in for the longest time, especially this, like the mother of all trend lines here that has beaten the stock down for years now. We were forming a triangle, which I was really excited about, because triangles can definitely be reversal patterns, but this one concluded to the downside. And again, as you guys can see, I was talking about triangles the other day. We broke to the downside, we retested it, and this was a perfect entry for a really sweet move down. We're not really doing anything at this very moment. It's kind of trying to find its feet. I would wait for it to do something, to create some sort of pattern, to do something. If you want a bottom fish, sure, but I mean, I can give you 15 other examples of stocks maybe in the same exact industry that or same-ish industry, kind of renewables, that have continued being beaten down throughout the past year. So I don't really know if we're gonna be able to jump higher from there for NIO. I'm gonna move on now, guys, to some of my own stock picks. Before I do that, I want to say, guys, if you want to support the channel and if you want to receive more stock picks and just see what I usually trade, please definitely feel free to go head on over to Patreon and support the channel. For just $5 a month, you're gonna be able to get a lot more value. Now, getting back here, I know I featured Disney yesterday on a request from you guys, but I just wanted to highlight the fact that the projection so far panned out really beautifully, with Disney retesting this area of support at $91 over here, and I entered the trade. Again, not a recommendation to do anything on your side, please do your own DD, but yeah, stop loss right around what is this, around $90 or so. I want to make sure there's a new low if I'm getting stopped out, and then for a potential target of a kind of the underside of this trend line. It depends, maybe we hit it sooner or later, but according to when that timing works out, we're gonna have a bigger or a smaller risk to reward ratio. Right now it sits around 3.5 to 1 maybe, kind of as I'm expecting it to take a while consolidating over here until it kind of retests somewhere around in this area. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at for Disney. Anyway, a pretty sweet and easy entry here. The next one is XLP, guys, and again, very easy entry over here because we can take a very minuscule stop loss over here. Yeah, we can have, what is this? It's a $2 or not even a $2 stop loss, under $2, and we can have the take profit target around the 200-day moving average or nearer to the underside of this triangle, and that's potentially gonna give us a 3.2 or 3.3 to 1 risk reward ratio. Again, pretty sweet trade. Please note that you usually shouldn't trade within the triangle. We should wait for the break above or the break below, and an ascending triangle, which is the assortment that this triangle is, usually concludes to the upside. So please keep that in mind if you do decide to take a trade. The next and last one, guys, is Netflix. Netflix is a really interesting one because I think we are about to create a complex Head and Shoulders, and you know, I'm gonna doodle the heck out of this because it's you can probably see kind of left shoulder, head, right shoulder, but it's a lot more complex. Like we basically have 3 left shoulders, we have a pretty giant head, and I think we might create 3 right shoulders, but I do want to make sure that I keep an eye on the trend line, and we are either gonna play the break below, so immediately as it breaks out we want to catch this, or we want to give it time to go down, retest, and we are going to try and enter here. It depends on what we manage to catch. If you manage to catch this first wave, great, even better, because sometimes it doesn't retest anymore, sometimes it just kind of collapses and you miss the move, and it's not cool to chase and to buy somewhere here, or to sell in this case somewhere around here, because you never know what happens, and like it'd be weird to sell here and it have the stock retrace and then maybe add another position. So this is the play here and what I'm going to continue looking for. That said, guys, I see a lot of people throughout the internet kind of trying to short a Head and Shoulders formation here. There's nothing to say that this won't go to create another high and completely nullify the Head and Shoulders setup. So the only time that a Head and Shoulders is a tradable Head and Shoulders is when it manages to break through the neckline. In this case, this is one iteration of the neckline. Give me a sec. But we also kind of can draw it this way as well, so be mindful about that as well. Do whatever your risk tolerance allows you to do. Guys, that's pretty much it for today. Feel free to drop a thumbs up below, subscribe if you enjoy the content, and I'll catch you guys next time. Take care.